Hey guys, Take with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at iOS 16 on the iPhone 12 Pro. Now, iOS 16 was just recently released, and if you haven't downloaded, you can simply go ahead and download it onto your new iPhone 12 Pro or even the iPhone 14, which just came out this week as well. So we see the debut of iOS 16. Now, iOS 16 brings in some interesting features, and in this video, we're going to talk about the experience of downloading iOS 16, the top features that you might want to be or might be interested in knowing, the performance, the battery life, and finally any issues and bugs that we have seen so far with iOS 16. So, iOS 16, as we mentioned, on the iPhone 12 Pro, you can download it by simply going into your settings. And once you go into settings, you should be able to go general software update and you'll see iOS 16. As you can see, iOS 16.0, the first initial release of it. Now, if you can't see the update here, you can also use your laptop computer with iTunes as well. We'll be able to download it that way. So a couple of things you want to know is whenever you're downloading, you'll need about 5 gigs or so, maybe a little bit less to download and install the update. But once you get that download done, it takes about somewhere between 30 minutes to 40 minutes to download, depending on the Wi-Fi connection speed you have to install it. So once you have installed it and ready to go, you can start taking advantage of iOS 16. Now, a couple things about the iPhone 12 itself, to give you background. Now, this phone was released back in October of 2020. Now, it's going to be almost 2 years since it was released. Now, the iPhone 12 Pro brought in a lot of neat features. For example, the redesign of that bezel here. We got 5G for the very first time on an iPhone, and this screen to body ratio almost close to 87%, and those 312 megapixel camera. Again, a phenomenal device if you're still using it, and this might be the reason why you're looking to update it. Now, this is going to be the second major update for this phone because of the one initially released on iOS 14. So iPhone 12 Pro, again, great device, and you can run iOS 16 and more updates to come. So let's talk about some of the top features of iOS 16 that you can get when you do get iOS 16. First thing is the redesign of lock screen. As you can see here, we can actually now just press and select different lock screen, add a lock screen that we like. We can add customization. We can add widgets like that, which was never possible before. You can edit the text. You can edit the color, and a lot more feature going on overall. You'll see here, down here as well. Again, customization to the next level. Again, that's a big pointer from Apple. Again, pretty cool. If you're looking to play around with it, go ahead and check that out as well. Now, the other thing you'll notice here with the phone, that's another big update. It's going to be in the messages itself. Now, messages was great. Now everyone pretty much goes for iPhone because of iMessage and such, but now you can do a couple more things with iMessages. For example, first one, sending a message here. Now you can go ahead and actually edit a message that you send. So if you want to edit this one, you'll see there's an option for edit button. Now we can edit that button right there, add some stuff to it, and hit that done. And as you can see, it's been edited and when you sent it to them. So that's one thing you can do. Now, the other thing you can do along with edit is you're going to be able to go ahead and undo send. So if you do undo send, again, it vanishes and goes away and it's gone from them as well. And then last neat thing you can do is actually now reply to text messages later. So let's say you want to go ahead and slide it to the right here, click on that icon. As you can see, the notification is here, and then we got a notification bar here. Again, neat features, a couple neat things coming with iMessage itself. Now, the next update, it's going to be around the focus mode. Again, focus mode has been around since the last update, but there's been slight improvements to it in terms of what you can do with it. Again, without getting too much into the details, if you're using focus mode, something you might want to go ahead and check it out, see the new options available. Another update is around privacy and security. What used to be just security, now there's a lot going on around there as well, like things like safety check and other things. You can pretty much go down and look into the phone. Talking about security, there's also passkeys as well. So now you'll be able to actually authenticate using your phone for sites once they are supported, of course. And lastly, the other update we want to tell you guys about is notification. If you haven't noticed, you'll see notification now starting from the bottom, where in the past it would just start from the top here. That's another cool thing. You can go ahead and check it out. So those are some of the top features of iOS 16. Now, if you got the newer phone like iPhone 14, there's things like SOS and emergency mode. Those are only available to the iPhone 14 model as of right now. So a couple things to know about. So now let's talk about performance of the phone. So when you talk about performance, it's going to come down to our application uses. So we started to test out all of the popular applications that most people use, from your social media to your entertainment apps to gaming apps, all of that and much more. We started to test, and so far we noticed for majority of application, if not all of the applications, have been working like it should on iOS 15 versus iOS 16. We haven't seen any sort of issues with it, and that's what Apple does so well, is that they have the ability to kind of create those software where it doesn't hang. You don't have constant app crashes or just slowness. So iOS 16, again, initial look of it, it's been good so far. It's able to do the basic stuff well, which is calling, texting. And when it comes to browsing, as you can see, we're able to just go ahead and browse around seamlessly without any issues there. So all of your favorite social media apps to your entertainment apps, everything, whatever you might call it, again, all running well, and all the features carried over from the previous version as well. Things like app library is available for you. You got the widget if you wanted to do stuff with the widget, editing the home button, all of that good stuff is all there for you to do. Again, none of that is left out there from the previous version of it. So again, iOS 16 seems to enhance our iPhone 12 Pro in all honesty. Now, last thing we want to talk about is around battery. So how's the battery life has been? So there is one feature update to the battery, and that's being able to get the battery percentage actually on the battery instead of pulling it down every time. You can go into settings and then go to battery, and then if you look in battery percentage, turn that on. Just notice right there, if you look closely, there is the number of the percentage of battery. Again, cool little hidden feature, but again, good to have. So far, there has been some experience of battery drain in some phones, not iPhone 12 itself, from some users on other devices. Well, that's something we want to mention. But specifically for this phone that we updated, we haven't seen any issues in terms of battery drainage. As you can see, the battery level has been pretty consistent after the update. Again, it might be just a few of those devices that had the issue, but battery-wise, it would seem to be the same around iOS 14 to 15. No noticeable difference here. Again, everyone has a different experience when it comes to battery and performance, but that's why we want to hear from you guys. Have you guys experienced any bugs, issues with getting iOS 16 on the iPhone 12 Pro or any of the iPhones so far? Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section, and I hope you guys found this video helpful. If so, please make sure that like and subscribe button for future updates as well. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.